Okay, so what did the black guy call the sunken train cargo station? A underground railroad. Let's build one. All right, guys, we're on a mission. We need to expand this downtown, and we really, our priority for this episode is adding a cargo station. Now, I'm gonna do a sunken cargo station. This isn't my first one I've ever done. I usually use keys though, and you can kind of see the whole thing. This idea I'm actually kind of finessing from my dude Cityberg on TikTok. I saw him do something similar, and he used some of the glass surface assets so you could kind of still see the trucks moving in and out, the trains moving in and out. So I'm kind of taking that idea and I'm doing it in my own. I'm gonna flip it a little bit. So we're gonna delete everything, clear the plate. We already got our station sunk. I'm gonna add this little warehouse asset down here just to take on some goods. I'm also gonna add a IT cluster asset on top of all this. Again, I'm taking his idea and I'm just kind of doing it in my own way because I want to almost make it feel like the distribution center is a part of the IT cluster itself, not like it's just hidden underground. It took me a while to get this episode together, y'all. I'm sorry because the layout was just super generic and trash, and y'all know I don't like generic. I'm gonna take a minute to keep lining everything with these retaining walls. We're gonna add some lightings so when it's nighttime we can still see through the glass area what's going on down there. Our next step is to add an IT cluster building. This is like a unique building, a vanilla asset, but I'm using it as an IT cluster building. We're gonna fit it right on top. And now we're gonna start rebuilding our road network. That road that's sitting out there, we're gonna move that. Right now, we're just worried about the roads inside this little IT complex. So I'm gonna turn one of these roads into a parking lot. Don't worry, I know it looks confusing right now. And then we need to swoop a road from that bottom layer down there up to our top layer so those trucks can get out of the cargo area. Gonna move these nodes around a little bit so that hill isn't so ridiculous that they come up. And we need to add a path to the avenue so everybody doesn't have to walk like all the way around to get back here. If you live like right there, just take this little path, bro. You can walk right onto the campus. I'm gonna tighten it up with some node control to make it all pointy. Bam and bam. And we're gonna finish with our retaining walls. So when we put our surfaces down, everything looks sealed up. We don't want any mistakes. Next, we can move that first main road that we had laid down. We can move it away from that bridge, and that makes me happy. And we have the bones of our IT/sunken cargo area. People are using the paths. That's good. Trucks is coming in. They doing the do-si-do, but we're going to fix all that. Don't worry about that. Let's detail. All right, so that wasn't detailing as much as it was sealing everything up so we can detail. Our next step is to add some offices to this avenue so it doesn't look so blank. The IT cluster isn't sitting on that avenue. It's got its own little road network back there, so we need to, be a little conscious of this. We need to be conscious of the crawling height going back down into this, high density commercial area, this high density office area. So you can see me add a little King Leno office right there. Can't forget about our parking, and then we're gonna add this big boy office building on the corner. Welcome to Verizon Wireless. We need public transport. This is gonna be our first underground metro stop in the whole city. So now we can turn that on down there in our little transportation hub. Couple of office buildings right here on the corner. And we need to also add some services. If y'all remember in the last episode, we had like these little tiny buildings. We're gonna add some real buildings along with our high school, along with our elementary school. We're gonna add fire. We need to add 12. I don't think we put a hospital down yet. I don't think we caking like that, man. We skating on the edge of broke. If y'all looking at that, if y'all looking at my money, man, we ain't doing so hot. We've been throwing down them expensive buildings. I had about 2 mil. I'm down bad now, but you know what? It don't matter that we down bad because the city is looking good. Come on, man. Look at that. Look at that shot right there, man. I ain't gonna talk no more detail. That was definitely a lot. It was a lot I didn't even show or do. Look at my little naked underground stop back there. I need to do a TikTok video on that. Next, we're going to add a green cities area, some eco-commercial assets. Since we do got our agricultural products getting shipped in now, I can add some of these eco-commercial assets mixed with some props. Y'all know I like to OD on them market areas. I don't know what my obsession is. I don't go to these places. I don't shop at Whole Foods. I shop at Publix. But I like making these little areas for my city, man. We're going to trick it out with some farm fencing, lay this gravel down, make it look real spiffy for the people that live right here. We're going to add a couple of these nice, healthy food trucks. Next, we're going to trick out our impeached building, and I'm going to snatch the sign off this Fresh Market, and I'm going to use this Fresh Market sign. That's how we doing. We jacking for beats today. Pause. Next, we need to add some of these condos right here in the middle, some of the bigger joints, and then we'll sprinkle some of these green cities all around. I'm not going to go too crazy with the details on this neighborhood, man. I'm not going to lie. I will be doing this for forever, and we're running out of time, y'all. Like, City Skylines 2 finna come out in 32 minutes or something, and I'm still over here trying to figure out what I'm really going to do, man. I mean, I heard they're adding all types of stuff, but I don't know if that means I need to rush to finish my city. I don't know if I need to just go ahead and finish and shut it down. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out right now. I'm also trying to figure out what we're going to do with these green cities, man. This is definitely, again, one of my favorite DLCs. Let's sprinkle some of these little tiny condos around. Let's switch that up to some of those wall-to-wall condos. It's not an entire green cities area. Definitely got to drop that elementary school, because you got to go to elementary school before you go to high school. We did that in reverse, didn't we? People are moving in by the truckload. We're going to lay down some of these climbing frames. These are vanilla assets. And just a little bit of detailing right here by the school. This is right near our Fresh Market too. 12 on patrol. Everything is moving and shaking. I mean, I wasn't really worried about it not moving and shaking. It's just, you know, trying to detail these larger areas. I've gotten out of habit of having to do this much detailing, so I'm definitely gonna keep it light. We're gonna do a few things, a few parks, but you know, other than that, we're gonna keep it G, man. Definitely gonna add. I keep adding parking lots because I don't want, you know, I hate the pocket cars, even though every sim doesn't use them. Oh, look at that tree, that's fire. Let's add another little curb asset right here. Nice little pine, little tall pine activity. Some kind of conifer tree. And we're just gonna line this little area up and make a nice little walk-through park. No real assets or PPGs in it. I almost got caught into that habit of, ooh, it's a space. I gotta put a building. I gotta put a house. No, I don't. Who said? Where they at? They lying. I don't gotta do none of that. I can add some of these rocks. I could put some of these purple flowers down, and I could throw me some of them fat dog oak trees, and we Gucci. We Gucci gang, man. We ain't gotta do no more on this. Y'all see I added that nice walkable pedestrian key to that riverside. So, you know, that pretty much brings this episode to a close. I want to thank y'all for continuing to like, comment, and subscribe as I figure out what I'm going to do about this City Skylines 2 stuff. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not in a rush to build that same city like everybody else. They just building the same city and then remixing it a little bit. Nobody has nothing unique yet. No city has no character. It's like color by numbers. So I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I do know I'm about to cue these cinematics.